Hi, I'm going to make a hand tied today, just something that can go into quite a big fishbowl type vase. So for that, what I'll do is a hand tie, but actually bind it at the end so that way it sits nicely in the vase. So I've got some of this lovely eucalyptus populus, that's a nice round leafed eucalyptus. So with a hand tied, what you want is the first couple of stems are going to be quite straight. I've got some nice spring tulips here. Using those, and I've got some of the yellow solidago there as well. And what I'm going to do is, after those first three, now I'm going to start putting those materials in at a bit of an angle. So I've got some viburnum opulus, it's that lovely lime green colour, and I'm just going to turn those through each time. If you need to trim some of the stems down, that's fine, because what we want is a nice clean stem going into that binding point, because if you don't, it makes the binding quite messy. It can make your hand tie quite thick, but also it makes the water go quite murky fairly quickly, which means that will kill off the flowers just that bit quicker too. So I'm wanting to get a nice round shape, so I'm starting to splay those stems out a little bit more. Give me that spiral. So just using those tulips to get a nice domed effect. I've got a little bit of lilac in there as well, so really good time of year now, is starting to come more into those spring materials. So looking nice and fresh with the yellow and white. So again, just this is bupleurum, so just cleaning that stem to get those in. I'm just turning, so I've got a bit of white there with the lilac, so just making sure to get a nice even spread of those materials. So again here, so you can see the stems are starting to splay out a bit now, giving me that nice round shape. So the eucalyptus, though it's sort of more grey in colour, it does again just give a bit more of a contrast to the different materials that we're using, and just break up some of that yellow. Again, a bit more viburnum, and keep going. So I'm turning in my hand as I go, just to keep with that nice round outline. Trying to get a nice even distribution of all the materials. You will notice with tulips, I have just sort of placed them just a little bit lower because they are phototropic. So what they do is they carry on growing towards the light in the vase. So keep turning. But that's the beauty of tulips really, is that they can create nice natural shapes and lines. Just a bit more of the white, just to take that through. So just always have a look, make sure everything's where you want it to be, that you've got nice even distribution of material. So I am just gonna, I've got white all the way around, so actually what I'm going to do is just add a bit of that lilac into the centre there, just to carry that through. You can probably hear those tulip stems, they're a bit squeaky, because I've just got that soft, nice, fleshy stem, but that's fine. So that's probably about all I'll put in there for now. So I'm just going to open it up so you can see the way the stems will just splay out a little bit more, and that just makes it a much more open bouquet. Something else you can add this time of year, which can help add some interest, is just a few nice birch twigs there. So this is Betula pendula, which is this lovely, quite droopy type material. It just gives you a nice loose look to the design. And again, just a bit more interest. And just adds to the whole scale and the size of the design. So just a couple more. So again, just making sure to put some all the way around so it looks nice and even. There we go. So once you feel like you've got enough, you need to get, so you can use twine. I like to use paper covered wire. And just go around a couple of times, just holding it firmly there. So you want to put it nice and firm, but obviously not too much that you cut into your stems. And actually the birch twigs are quite nice, that they just help to support those soft tulip stems. So I'm just going to bind that up, so a nice double knot there. Got a bit of slips in there, so just trim that out, just cut that there, push that down, and then just to think about trimming those stems so they're nice and even. Okay, so if I just then grab the bowl, and then those can just sit nicely into the vase like that. And that's the hand tie.